Hey everybody, welcome back to LDRS Creative. We're in studio tonight. We've got some Fuzzy Wuzzies in the lineup. Go Fuzzies, go Fuzzies. Sorry. Alan's not even looking at me.
What?
He's just ignoring me.
I'm checking everything out.
Everybody give me a go Fuzzies, go Fuzzies. Oh, goodness gracious. My husband always says to me, "You sure do know how to entertain yourself? You think you're so funny." Like, no, I'm just a happy girl. Hello to everybody who's coming in. We missed you guys. How long has it been? 2 weeks? Have we missed 2 weeks? 3 weeks? Something like that? Oh my gosh. Yeah, it has been very, very crazy here at LDRS Creative and in the Hunt household. We've been super busy, so many projects going on, so much stuff has been happening, and we traveled. We traveled to, I almost said to Canada, but to California.
Might as well be.
I know.
Canada's closer.
Canada is much closer. But we traveled to California. We did an event called Creative Adventures there in Santa Clara. And we went all over that part of California because neither of us had ever really been there and spent any time. And so it was super fun. We actually took a couple of days and just had a little vacation time. Scared the daylights out of me several times while we were there with the hills and the really steep inclines in San Francisco. That was, for somebody who has vertigo, that was pretty terrifying. And I just kept thinking, what if the brakes don't hold? You're like, ugh. But anyway, it was a wonderful trip, and so it was just really fun to kind of get away, actually take a little break from work, because Alan and I are both what I guess you would consider workaholics, and so for us, work doesn't cut off at 5 p.m. We work all the time, but we actually, not only because we have a lot of work to do, but I think it's because we also enjoy what we do, at least I do. Anyway, hello to everybody who's coming in. So nice to see you guys. Thank you for not forgetting about us. I always worry when we go away for a couple of weeks, is anybody going to remember us out there? What?
Internet connection.
Oh, yes. He wants me to let everybody know. So, internet connection is up and down all day today. It was actually down for like a couple of hours in the middle of the day, and I had to just kind of literally twiddle my thumbs because I couldn't work. So it is literally going up and down. So we're hoping it's going to stay up. It was down just an hour ago again. So here's the thing. If it goes down, if we lose the connection, we're going to try and come back in. Alan's going to do what he can. It's not on our end. It's our service provider. So if it goes down, hopefully it won't be for too long. If we don't come back within 10 minutes, we're not able to come back. So that's basically what he wants me to let you know. So hello to everybody who's coming in. I see Gail Spresser is here tonight. Hello. Myrna is coming in from Orlando, Florida. Barbara Cohn says, "Oh, those hilly roads are scary." They absolutely are. You have no idea. I'm both terrified of heights and I have terrible vertigo. So that was, yeah. Lee or Leah, I'm not sure, is coming in from Ottawa. I see Jana says, hey. Tracy Woodsworth is coming in from Oregon. Oh, Gail says, got my Fuzzy Wuzzies on Monday. Awesome. Yay. Well, darlings, don't forget to share your images with us in our Facebook group. All right, we have a private Facebook group, so it is a safe space. But we love to see the projects that you guys make. It is so, so fun to see how you guys envision our products and what you guys do with them. Hello, Lisa Lucas Nelson says, good evening. Oh, Lori is coming in from the Scrapbook Studio. I keep saying Floridians, and I'm like, it's throwing me. I'm going to tell you about what's going on with Scrapbook Studio as well as Scrapbook Essentials in Canada in just a few minutes. Stephanie's coming in from Farmingdale, New Jersey. Hello to Kat Thomas. I'm seeing everybody. It's all flipping here. Two Guys PodCraft is also watching. Yay! I'm going to tell you guys all about what that is. You know what? I'm just going to move because I could spend like 15 minutes doing this part, and I don't want to waste time. So, to that end, Two Guys PodCraft. If you guys haven't seen it, yesterday was the very first one, and it's literally two guys. It is Keith from Scrapbook Essentials in Canada, Scrapbook Essentials BC. And it is Wayne from the Scrapbook Studio in Tavares, Florida. And these are our two. They have become crafty guys. I don't know all the details, and so please correct me if I'm wrong. But I believe they own with their wives two scrapbook stores. And I say that because I say it the way I say it because. Alan doesn't own LDRS at all. So I don't know what the actual situation is. But anyway, they met. They'll tell their story, on their PodCraft. But they met and at trade show, and they hung out and got to know each other, got to be buddies, and fell in love with these Fuzzy Wuzzies. And they decided to do a PodCraft. And the first one was yesterday. And they have a Facebook page, and they're going to be going to the Facebook page once they meet whatever Facebook's criteria is. But you can go to their individual store pages for now, and you can rewatch the PodCraft from yesterday, and they feature the Fuzzy Wuzzies. I'm going to be showing you guys some of the projects because they sent some to me, so I'll be showing those to you. But it's really, really fun, and I don't know the details. I think they're going to be doing it once a month, so I think their next one is later on in October. So, y'all can, put what? Yes, we both own. We both own the stores. Okay, so it sounds like they are owned by both hubby and wivesies. So anyway, you can see them. So go to the Facebook page, and they're going to be giving you details. And you want to kind of join in on those and like their pages, follow their pages, whatever it is, so that you get the information on it, because it really is fun. They actually did a brilliant job crafting, and they're funny. So definitely do that. It's really good. I love seeing men craft. Like Alan doesn't want to do it. He will actually die cut for me, but he doesn't want to craft. I wish he would, because he's got some really great ideas. Anyway, so stay tuned, because again, I'm going to be showing you some of their projects once I get through with mine. I am featuring these Fuzzy Wuzzies. So for those of you that don't know what Fuzzy Wuzzies are, we're going to go overhead, and we're going to get started, and I'm going to tell you all about it. All right, here we go. Let's zoom in, Mr. Hunt. Misto. Okay. So this is a Fuzzy Wuzzy. And you're looking at it going, okay, they're blobs. They are blobs. So this is a Fuzzy Wuzzy stamp set. And the cool thing is you turn these blobs with all of these other little pieces here. Really fun sentiments, but also the dies come with them. You turn them into little characters. Okay, little blobby characters. And I don't have one here with me. Like, I'm going to show you. Let me show you this one here. Let me see if did that come up on the screen? I'm hoping it did.
What?
Look at the screen. Did an image come up on it? I can't tell if an image came up on it. Is it up there?
Yeah.
Okay. These are a couple of Fuzzy Wuzzies. These are from, these were designed by Keith. These were from Scrapbook Essentials. This was on their PodCraft yesterday. And these are two tags that he did. So you take these little blobs here, which are basically the bodies, and you can add, this can be a tail. I'm right here. This can be a tail. This can be hair. That can be whatever you want it to be. There's their little feet. You can place them on either glasses or a mug. They're super, super cute. And then they come with the dies as well. All right. So you can turn them into all kinds of things. So that is a part of our, of the little class bundle that we did for tonight. And then we also included the stitched decorative label dies, because I haven't used these in a while. And I wanted a really fun kind of stitched oval, but not an oval. And this one is kind of an like oval rectangle. It's kind of like, in between. And, oh, Gail says, once you see a Fuzzy Wuzzy creation, you will fall in love. Oh, thank you. They're so fun. So I'm going to use these tonight. So these are like the main things, okay? Now keep in mind, I always love to pull things from prior collections. So you're going to go to your stash. You're going to say, what papers do I have? What cardstock do I have? What other stamps do I have? So I was just kind of playing, and I love our texture stuff. So this one is Texturize It 2, I think. Texturize It 2. I got to label my stuff. I'm terrible at it. I'm absolutely terrible. But I think this one is Texturize It 2. This is one of our tracks and treads. All right, so I'm going to use this, and I'm going to use this. I do have our other tracks and treads here, which I think I might play with that too. And then I also grabbed this one is called Welcome Sunshine, because I like the relax word. So this is all part of our stack and collage. All right, and so what I'm going to do is a stack and collage with the Fuzzy Wuzzies, because I haven't done stack and collage in a little while, and I was just itching to do so. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started. I'm going to bring this die set back in just a few minutes, and we're just going to start playing. So I've grabbed a bunch of inks. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to use all these, but we're going to see. So I've grabbed some inks, and I basically grabbed pinks, black, and gray. This one, I don't know if I'm going to need it, but I grabbed it just in case it's iced tea. And I have gray, so I have Raven, Alloy. All right, and then I've got 3 pinks. So I have Pink Tutu, Lipstick Jungle, and Tickled Pink. All right, so those are the ones that I've got. I'm going to leave Raven out here because I'm going to get started with a Fuzzy Wuzzy. And so my idea, I wanted to do something kind of fun. And so my idea is that I'm going to have a Fuzzy Wuzzy like he fell, like he's hanging off the bottom of the glasses. I thought would be maybe fun. We'll see how that happens. We'll see how it goes. So I'm going to play with the glasses. Let's put this over here. And I just kind of have to just kind of space it out a little bit. And I have to remember that I'm going to be die cutting this. So let's see.
Die cutting what?
I'm going to be die cutting because I have to remember that things are going to fit in this little frame. I'm using those glasses. They're so darling. All right, so I'm just going to kind of space this out a little bit. Make sure that everything I do will fit in here. And let's see. So I think because I'm going to be dealing with a smaller space, I'm going to use one of these two because they're smaller fuzzies. So I just need a body shape. Okay? What?
Nothing.
So I'm going to grab this one because it's a little more rounded. And let's see. Which way do I want it to go? I think we'll go this way. So I'm thinking that he might hang off of here. Okay. Before I lay everything out, I am going to do one thing. So when I work with the Fuzzy Wuzzies, I like to lay things out based on how their legs and feet are going to be hitting, like the length of the legs and feet. So I'm going to grab both the long legs and the little feet. Now, we do have these in stamps as well. So if you notice the feet and the legs, so there's the little foot and there's the legs. So you can stamp them or you can die cut them. You can die cut them if you want them to go over something. And I want his little foot to go over the eyeglasses. So in orange, actually, you know what I'm going to do too while I'm at it? Since I'm cutting orange, I'm going to cut a beak as well. And the beak is that tiny, teeny, tiny little piece. So let's move this over. So I'm going to go ahead. I've got the beak, I've got the 2 little feet, and his legs. His itty bitty feet. Okay. Now I'm going to pop those through the die cutting machine, and I'm not going to ask, let me see. I'm not going to ask Alan to come all the way over here to do this because, I think I can handle this one. Okay. So those went through the die cutting machine. Let's see what we've got. Look at that. Everything just comes right out. It's perfect. All right. Now, because these are small, I am going to put these dies back because as I start crafting, I'm going to make a mess. And I know I'm just going to have an issue with it. And I have not transferred these yet to my storage stuff. So, so I don't have them on a magnet sheet yet. All right, so here's the little, all right, where's my, let's see. Here's my little reverse tweezers. This is a must-have, okay? Let's go ahead and get these, just loosen them. This little beak, oh, that's a critical piece. You know what I'm going to use instead for that beak? I'm going to use my little pickup tool. I'm actually going to leave the beak on there because it's right where I need it to be. But I'm going to move these little feet over. There we go. And get these little guys out of here too. All right. So just move those over so I don't lose them. But this is what I want to do. So I'm going to take one of these little feet, this little leg, and I just want to kind of see, like, if I place him here, is that going to be a good length? Or do I need it a little bit closer? So if I lay the leg here, is the foot going to lay up and over the eyeglasses? That's kind of what I'm reaching for there. And I think that's going to be a good spot. Just kind of eyeball it a little bit. Okay? So I'm going to take this. So I think I've got a good spot with that. I am going to remove this one and I'll have to place it back, but I wanted to see if everything was going to fit nicely, and it does. So I have the eyeglasses in a good spot. Let me see. I'm worried. Hold on a minute. I want to make sure I have enough space. If I want it there. You know what, I'm going to move the glasses down a bit. I'm just thinking maybe I'll put them in the middle. It just gives me a little more freedom. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to get this all inked up. Let me move all of my little feet pieces here. Look at that, I've already lost one. Here it is. Honest to goodness. All right. So let's get this inked up in Raven. And just let this soak in, okay? Give it a push. You want to press it down. I'm not pressing too hard. But you want to give that ink enough time to soak in. All right, and I may need to do it again. We'll see. Actually, it looks pretty doggone perfect. I'm going to do it one more time. Just so it's really, really good. Let that soak in. Oh, looks yummy good. Looks yummy good.
Yummy good. I think that's a new one.
It's perfect. It's perfection. Now that is still going to be a little bit wet. I am using hybrid inks. It's a combination between a pigment and a dye ink. So it has like mixed properties. So one of those mixed properties is that it has a slightly longer dry time, which is really great. It gives me time if I want to put an embossing powder on there, for example, and emboss any of the colors. And as you layer it up, you give it a little bit more dry time. And by that I mean like a couple of minutes. I don't mean like an hour or anything. All right, so let's see where we're at for this little foot. If I lay that over, his little leg is still going to reach, I think. So I'm going to leave that there. Kind of angling it. So the idea is that I want him to be hanging from one leg. So I want to angle it. I want to leave enough room to put a little tail there because I think it's going to be darling. I'm going to have him angle a little bit more. There we go. I'm just concerned that I don't have him over enough. I know. Because I want that tail to come over here and I don't want it to go outside. Okay, so let's go with that. All right, and now I'm going to use tickled pink. And I think, you know what, I think I'm going to change to a different color. I'm going to grab one more. I'm going to grab Fandango. Oops, and just get a little bit of darker here and there. I don't know if it's going to make that much of a difference.
Around the fluff. You putting around the edges? Or?
I just kind of did it around the edges. I don't know if it's going to make that much of a difference.
Looks like it.
It might just be really subtle. Just give that time to soak in. I agree, Jana. So much you could do with those glasses. They're absolutely darling. You could have them standing on the glasses.
Could be wearing it.
Oh, I think I let that dry too long. Let me do that one more.
Couldn't you? Have them wearing glasses?
I don't know.
Elton John fashion.
There we go. That's a little bit better. Let me ink up a little here. I want it a little more solid. There we go. That looks great. Okay. I still want to play. Let me see. I know. What is this one?
You're not done yet.
Huh?
You're still not done yet?
No, I'm just playing. Boysenberry Blast. I just want to get some darker. Oops. Just around. I'm only doing like kind of at the bottom half there a little bit. I don't know why. I just want to.
Well, because the blood is rushing to his head.
I should probably put some down there by the head. How about that? Some of the darker there too. I just like that it gives a little, I don't know, I like the multiple colors. I think it looks cool. Now that is a pink, although I think on screen it's looking a little bit red as I look at it. All right. I love the Fandango too. It's such a beautiful color. Okay. Now, from here, I'm going to grab this one right here because I want it to be a tail. And so I'm just going to kind of connect that to him there. And I'm going to go back to Tickled Pink. Actually, I'm going to grab some of the Boysenberry Blast also and just get the darker around the tips.
Diana says there's a powder that looks like fur.
Oh, that would be great. Powder that looks like fur. That would be cool. Look how cute. That's his little tail.
That's a big tail.
It's just darling.
As big as he is.
It's just darling. And then I'm going to take this. I've cleaned it. I just want to get any excess off of it. I just want to get a little bit around the top to give him some curlies up on the top of his head. So with that, I'm just going to kind of go like down the center of it a little bit. So I'm not inking up the entire thing. What?
Too much.
No, I can wipe off whatever I don't want on there. just think they're so fun. Look how cute. Okay. So, all right. Now from here, let me see if I can fit. I think I'm going to start playing. Let's take a look at what else we have. Actually, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to use, so the sentiments are darling. Where'd my stamps go? Here they are. So for the sentiments, we have things like a note for you, another year wiser, you're so tweet, guess who, H-O-O, loves you, get well soon, okay? And that, by the way, if anybody is wondering what this is on the back, that's an eye patch. That's part of the get well soon. And then we have talk nerdy to me, which is the one that I'm going to use because it's darling. All right, so now we're going to start stacking collage a bit. Talk nerdy to me, I think I'm going to put right over the top of this, right over the side, right over the glasses. Maybe try and center them a little bit. Maybe a little bit more. No, that's not right. Tiny bit more. That's better. Okay. All right. So that I'm going to do in that same pink. So it's going to be in the tickled pink. Let it soak in. Oh, Sherry Main says, hi, Angie. See you Saturday. You absolutely will. I'm going to be, by the way, teaching at Scrappy Chic on Saturday in Livonia, Michigan. So if you are nearby, if you're within a driving distance, or if you want to fly in, I mean, that's fine too. But I know that we can still add a few more people to class. So if you want to come and play with us and craft with us, it's going to be Saturday, Scrappy Chic in Livonia. We're going to have so much fun. We're going to be making some cards that are kind of like fall colored, but they're not necessarily fall cards. Okay? And it's going to be a lot of fun. We always have a great time. So I would love to see you there if you can get there. Dieta. Why does it say craft? Why are you saying Crafter's Companion?
The fuzzy powder.
Oh, the fuzzy powder.
Yes.
Is a Crafter's Companion product?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not up on
Yeah,
the whole discussion. I don't know what's going on.
I told her to whisper it to me.
Oh, okay.
That's why she's got the little
So
whispering guys.
I'm going to use this Relax because I think it's so cool. This is from the Welcome Sunshine. So, you know, always go to your sentiments. Like, go to what you have in your stash. And this is going to say, Relax, Talk Nerdy to Me, which I think is so cute. So I'm just going to center that in there. And that, I think, I got to start using some of my other colors. I think, let's do a gray. Now, Alloy is a lighter gray, okay? It's a really beautiful, beautiful gray, but it is lighter. One of the great things about the hybrid inks is that they are fantastic for layering. So you can layer them up, make your colors a little bit darker, or you can leave them lighter if you want. Now I'm going to do, because that Relax isn't showing up real well, so I'm going to actually take some of my Raven around the bottom just to kind of make that look a little, I don't know, cool. All right. So now we've got gray and black. I love playing with color. Absolutely love playing with color. Look how fun that is. So, so cool. All right, from here, I'm thinking, I'm going to pop this out of here now, I think. I think I've done everything that I need to do with my Misty. I think we're going to go to blocks. But first, I think I need to die cut this thing first. So, look how cute that is. Look how absolutely doggone cute that is. All right, so let's go ahead and get this die cut. We're getting there. I'm going to lift that up just a tiny little bit. Maybe lower it back down. I want to make sure that I've got some space, you know, all around it, all around the image. Okay, so this is blade side down. I'm going to angle it so we don't have that flat line going through. Remember speed bumps, right? You want to go one tire at a time so that it goes through your die cutting machine easier, just like if you were going over speed bumps, right? Let's see. All right. There we go. And then, let's see where we landed. Darling, look how cute that is. This is such a great die. I absolutely love. This is like one of those universal dies that you like reach for time and time again. The only reason I haven't reached for it for a while is because I used to use it all the time, and so I switched over to some other things, and then now I'm switching back, and it's just so fun. I love it. So it's like, you know, it's like new again because I haven't used it in a while. And it's really great because we have 3 different label dies in there too. Oh, look at that. We're so good. We even put the measurements on the back.
Oh, remember when?
Okay, so let's see. What else are we going to do here? So look, you can see I've been playing. So I need to have some eyes, and I am going to do a little letter and put a letter in his mouth. But before I do that, where's my block? Before I do that, I like to stamp first. You can do this in whichever order you want, but I like to stamp first. So there's one little stamp here for the eyeballs, okay, for the little eyes. So I'm going to do that in Raven. Okay, I'm going to stamp and let it sit there for just a moment so it soaks in, and then lift, and look how perfect. Okay. And then next I'm going to grab the little cross here, that little X. That is for your little letter. I'm going to do the letter in black. I like having all the black accents on this one. Let that soak in. I'm not pressing hard. I just have it resting on there with a light pressure, and then lift, and it should be perfect. But always give it a moment to soak in. No matter what inks you're using, give it a moment to soak in. And then we have a little heart here that I'm going to do in that coordinating pink. Just a little bit of the pink. And that heart is going to go, if I can line it up without putting my head over the top, it's supposed to go right in the middle. So let's hope I did it. I don't know if I did. Look, I did pretty doggone good. Pretty good. Never know, when I can't put my head over the top and see where I'm actually stamping. Never know exactly what's happening. Okay, so now when you line up these circles for the eyes, you could put it right in the center if you want. I like it either up or down for what I'm doing right now because he's hanging upside down. And I think it's just kind of fun. So I'm grabbing the same tape that I've already used, and I'm just going to line up my envelope here. I think I'm doing it pretty good. Again, I can't see over the top of it, so we're just going to call that good. And I'm going to run this through my die cutting machine. Let's move this in so you can see it. It goes through very easily because the dies are so small. And I will tell you this too. We have several more Fuzzy Wuzzies coming along, okay? Several more. These have been such a favorite of so many people, and it just surprises me sometimes when, I mean, you just never know. Just because I think something's adorable doesn't mean everybody else is going to think that. And so when everybody gets excited about something that we're doing, like they are with these Fuzzy Wuzzies, it's just wonderful, I'll tell you. And there's so many things that we can do with them. So we have a lot planned, a lot coming. And the cool thing is you'll be able to mix and match. So that's kind of fun too. All right, so I've got these. I do want to kind of play a little bit. So I'm going to set those aside, and I'm going to start adding in some fun texture, because this is the stuff that I love to do. And for texture, I'm going to be bringing in, let's see my colors here, my light pink and my gray. And then, so I'm going to, the lighter pink is pink tutu. Let me put all my little die cuts over there. So I have pink tutu, I have alloy, and then I have tickled pink, all right? And now I'm just going to kind of play and have some fun. Let's just kind of grab some of these. I'm going to grab, so this is, I love just little texture things. So I'm going to grab, I'm just going to just have a little bit of fun. Dip into there. Don't worry if it's perfect. And just put a little texture here. It doesn't have to be dark. Okay. Just put a couple of those in. Not too much. I don't like to do too much of the same thing. Maybe just off a little bit to the side there. Okay. I don't like to do too many of the same thing. This is all like stack and collage where we've layered up. So we've stacked up our words on top of our glasses. And now we're just kind of coming in with some texture and collaging. So this is like a, what is this? That's just like a ruler. So here's the one. I like layering things up over other things. And if you didn't get that perfect, do it again. Okay? It doesn't matter if it all lines up, if it's all great. Okay? I think I'm only going to do that once, because that's a pretty significant one. It's unique. But stands out. Let's see, what else do I have in here? I'm going to switch over to, this is like granite. I think I'm going to switch colors. I'm going to go to this lighter pink tutu. Just put a few of those in. What's wrong?
Nothing.
What's funny?
I don't want to say.
Why? What's wrong?
No.
Okay. You do that, and then you make me wonder what's happening. Let's see, what else do we have? You know, this is kind of cool right here. It's like Morse code. That one, let's see. I think I might come to my darker pink here. What if I take that and curve it? All right, just very lightly. Just a little bit on the inside there. Maybe curve too much. Let's see here. See, just texture. It's just kind of fun. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have? I had another set here. Let's see. There's on the back here. How about that one? I love little arrows. I think arrows are super fun. Let's go that direction. Cute. Very cute. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, there's this number 7. You know what? 7 is my lucky number. So I'm going to use a 7. Is it upright? But I don't want to, I think pink is going to be too harsh. So I'm going to do this in gray. Make sure I have that upright. I'm going to put a few of these. I think that'll be fun.
What are those?
These are just the number 7. I don't know why.
Or an upside down L?
It's 777. It's just kind of cute. Or an upside down L, exactly. Whatever you want to call it. Let's see. What else do we have in here? I'm going to use this. And I think I'm going to stick with the gray. And this is just one of the seals. Not seals. Postage marks. And then it's a lot of gray. I almost feel like I need some pink. Like I have pink here and I need some pink down here. So I'm balancing color. Let's try this one. It's just another little postage thing. Just go in there. I didn't ink it up perfectly. There you go. Not perfectly, imperfectly perfect. I think I'm going to stop. You get to a point where you go, wow, that's a lot of stuff. Okay. So that is imperfectly perfect. Now we've got to build this Fuzzy Wuzzy. Right? Oh, this doesn't go on here. This goes here. I have to organize. All right. That goes there. That goes there. These go there. Okay. So, remember all these pieces? Let's see. I'm going to place his eyes like way up at the top so it looks kind of like he's looking down at the ground, like he's looking up, like, oh my gosh, because he's going to fall. A little bit of adhesive. And I'm going to offset them just a little bit because he's like turning his head. So they're not perfectly centered. I am going to put a teeny tiny little, let me first see which. Okay, I'm looking at the position of that. So I'm going to put the beak, his little beak, on here. And there's his little beak. I want it on there, and I'm just going to move it over a teeny tiny little bit. I like that his beak comes up over it. I think it's super, super cute. Like he's holding, you know, because he's holding it in his mouth, so it goes like up under his beak, right? You could pop this up on foam if you want. You can do it however you want to do it. And that's going to go up over just a tiny little bit. Look how cute. Oh! Yikes. And then we've got these little pieces here. Now, I think I'm just going to do one long leg. Tiny little bit of adhesive on there. And I want this foot to come over there. So it's over the glasses. And then my thinking is that this other little foot will go right here because he's like holding his foot up. Or I could have the other foot. Actually, this could be even cuter. I could have that other foot kind of hanging out here. I like that better. I think that's cuter. Okay, we're going to do that one instead. All right, we're going to do have the other leg hanging out there. But you could do one short and one long if you wanted. So I'm going to hang that one way out there. Yeah! Yikes! I just think it's so cute. No! Who says that? All right, $10 gift certificate.
Oh,
No!
wow,
We forgot quiz time.
I think it's, oh no.
Oh no! Oh no! Give me the character name. Oh no! Come on, first one. I can see everybody's names. I can see it. I'm looking. Oh no! Mr. Bill! Stephanie got it. Stephanie Theodos? Mr. Bill! Stephanie, you have won $10 gift certificate to LDRS Creative. Please send us an email to customer service at LDRS Creative. Let us know that you guessed Mr. Bill, and we will get your $10 gift certificate out to you right away. Congratulations. Thank you for playing. Okay. Now we're going to create a paper. A pattern paper. And I'm going to use these 3 colors. So I've got Pink Tutu, Alloy, and Tickled Pink. And we're just going to play. Because I don't want to dig through my paper. But I need something to back this. Because if I just put that on, you know, like a plain white cardstock or something, then it's just not going to work. Let's see. All right, so here's what I'm doing. I'm literally, actually, I want to make sure, I'm going to go with the gray starting. So I'm literally taking my colors and I'm just going like this. I'm sure you've seen people do this before.
You know what would look cool is that marble stamp.
What?
Marble stamp.
Marble stamp.
Yeah, your background, your marble background.
Oh, okay. And then the light. And then we have to go to the dark color here. And then we go light. I'm not worrying about it being perfect. Keeping in mind I'm covering a lot of it. And some of it's going to be trimmed as well. But I think it's just kind of fun. Gray, now we go back to, you know what, I'm going to turn it this way because I'm running out of room. To that one. And then I go to my lighter pink, is that this one? And then we go to gray. Okay? Kind of fun.
Now what?
Now I let it dry. Now it's going to dry, and it has all the colors that I need. Isn't that kind of cool? It's kind of neat. I'm going to trim it ever so slightly. So I'm going to take 1/4 of an inch off of a short and a long side.
Oh,
What? What's wrong?
nothing.
Did something happen?
No.
And then I'm going to put this right on black. And I'm going to lay that flat down. So I'm not going to pop that up. It's much as I love dimension, I am going to do this one flat. So let's see. There we go. That is going to go onto my white cardstock. And that is going to lay on right up against the edge. Should fit if I cut things properly. There we go. And then, because it would not be a card by me if I didn't pop it up on foam, I need some scissors. Oh, my scissors are gone.
Oh.
Where are my scissors?
Are they downstairs?
Yeah, I traveled with them, so I think they're still...
You need me to grab them?
No, it's okay. I have other scissors. I'll just use these. Let's do that one. It's kind of weird to be using different scissors. A little odd in my hand because I'm so used to the feel of my regular scissors. But these will work. Hello. There we go. And then make sure I have him upside down. So always test. Make sure you're putting your card in the right direction, the right orientation. Look how cute that is. Got my own background paper. Make sure it's kind of centered. And I think we're good to go. There we go. And look at him.
That's a lot going on.
It is a lot going on. But I think it's fun. I love how bright it is. I think it's darling. Yay! And all the colors coordinate perfectly because all we used are the inks that we have, right?
Oh.
I like it. I think it's fun. You guys like it?
Yes.
Oh. Aw, I like it. Look at him hanging there. So cute. So you get to use that little piece there if you want it as, I mean, you can make it wings. You can make it a hat. You can make it, not a hat, but hair on his head. Let me show you some more of these cards. Check this one out. Look at how darling that is. So if you don't want to use the little eyeballs that we have in there, you could use some little googly eyes. Look how cute that is. So just the different shapes. Let's see. So there's that one. Let's see. Look at that one.
What is it?
Look how cool. Are you not seeing the cards pop up?
Oh, maybe.
On the screen?
There they are.
Okay. This one right here, let me go over here. That's this one, but upside down. So it looks like he's got arms, like a ghost. Isn't that cool?
This is,
These were Scrapbook Essentials BC. They did these in their, this was the podcast last night, or yesterday afternoon, the Two Guys PodCraft with Wayne and Keith. Wayne is one of the owners of Scrapbook Studio in Florida, and Keith is one of the owners of Scrapbook Essentials BC in Canada. But look at this, the same one. That's that same stamp right there, and they made a cactus out of it. Seriously. Now this one I think was my favorite, a snowman. That's using that same stamp right here that I just used sideways 3 times, and they made a snowman. I mean, seriously, you guys have got to check it out. So go check out the podcast. You're going to find it on both of their Facebook pages, but also go to the Facebook page. It's Two Guys PodCraft. Go to that Facebook page. Make sure you follow it so that you know when they're going to be coming on again. Because they're going to be working with all kinds of different things. Alan, will you come back to me?
Sure.
Yeah, they're going to be working with all kinds of different things. I think they're going to be doing these monthly, and it is so fun. So fun. Absolutely cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I love it. Yay. So bright. So bright. You know, I remember, what was it, back in the 80s when you used to see like pink and gray all the time? And I just thought, we're just going to make the 80s new again. So we have pink and gray. All right, everybody, thank you so much for being here tonight. We truly appreciate it. Thank you for spending your evening with us. We will be back we'll be back again next week. I don't think we have any plans to not be here right now. We'll see. I will tell you, we've got HSN coming up, so we're going to have some HSN sneak peek coming up in just a couple of weeks as well, so stay tuned for that. The shows are again, the HSN show date is October 7th, and we've got some really fantastic things that are going to be on, so super excited to be doing that.
Yeah,
What?
One's special.
I know.
Yeah.
Shh, don't say
Okay, I
anything.
won't say
Don't
that.
say. Don't do it. Don't do it.
All right.
All right, everybody, have a great night. We will see you next week. Bye.